agua, es que bravísimo.
Neta que sí.
Uy, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué viste? Uy, uy, uy. No te preocupes, porque aquí lo recibimos a los culeros.
Y con gusto. Claro que acá el gallo de Tijuana ya se hizo grappler. Ya entendió.
No mames. Yo pensaba que los strikes eran más vergas, pero.
Güey, ya lo dijiste, ya entendiste lo que es la vida. Dice Giuliani, se me está chingando a todo el mundo, güey.
¿Eh?
El Giuliani,
Ajá.
el que era el...
¿Lo
el que era...
pusiste?
Sí, ya.
Ok.
No, es que sí, está grabando. Si lo que es el Giuliani se me está chingando a todo el mundo con verdades. Eso me encanta ese cabrón. Lástima que no se pueden poner esos cyber, ¿verdad que no? Se me hace chingo.
¿Cómo?
Así no graba bien, se sale todo sale parado.
Sí, no.
Como un chile. Si no, lo debes haber cambiado, ¿verdad?
Ujú. Sí, sí, es live, no sé qué es. Tienes como 3 likes ya. Pues pues. Pues bueno, mames, tenemos a la gente esperando, güey, tus
Que se
mamadas.
esperen, güey. Claro que son mis fans.
No,
Saben que todos los amo. Güey, ¿por qué estás más pinche? De repente tienes más de la... De la esta... Lo que es esa mamada, lo que es el este... No me eché en la cámara, güey. No te, ni te peinaste, güey.
Dale,
Te
pues.
peinaste.
Es que traigo pelo largo, una cosa.
¿De qué?
Traigo pelo largo.
Ay,
Pero pues,
ya quiere ser...
empieza.
Ya quiere ser el new old money. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have my man here, back from Tijuana, from Mexico. He is the superstar. They call him El Gallo de Tijuana, which means the game. We have the game
The
bread.
cock.
Kind of like Mark.
Tell it how it is. Tell it how it is.
Okay, he's a big cock in
The
Mexico.
cock of TJ.
The cock of TJ, okay? It has a different meaning when you say it in Spanish. It's El Gallo de Tijuana means you're like the rooster. I mean, like the big dog, the main guy in the area. Because you know, there's a bunch of little chickens, little stupid ass chicks, and then you have the main cock. This is the big cock right here. So what do you got to say now that you're back again in Northern California, ready to rock and roll? Or we already had a great time today. We had a great time last time when you showed up. Now we get to chillax, talk a little bit about life.
I just gotta say, send a message to Trump. So I'm gonna be back.
Don't be
No
disrespectful to
problems
Trump.
with migration.
Okay.
Good. No, I love my nigga Trump.
Man, what happened to you, bro? You got kicked out of the country or what? Tell me the truth, bro.
No, the truth is,
Because all of a sudden Trump got into the house. Trump got the White House and you took off.
no, the thing
You
is,
took off to Mexico. Hey, don't report him.
the thing is, you know, a lot of trannies, a lot of weird stuff happening around here.
But Trump's
So,
clearing it up. Now there's only 2
so
sexes.
goddamn. But I'm back.
You're back. You went to
Just
trannies.
for a little while.
You know, I noticed right when you left, there was a lot less trannies in our country.
Oh yeah.
Was anything like the same?
But you're still here, man.
I'm still here.
You're still here with the big tits, the long hair.
Big
You're really
everything,
a tranny, bro.
Exactly.
What's
Bro,
going on?
I'm milking.
You can even light up the cigar. What's
I'm
going
milking
on?
too. You want some more cheese? I'm milking too.
Hell no.
So what's up with you, man? Tell me what's the good life from TJ. It's because here's the thing. There's certain cities in this world that everyone wants to know about. For example, people want to know about the Bay Area. What's going on in the Bay Area? People want to know what's going on in LA. People want to know what's going on in New York. People want to know what's going on in Miami. People want to know what's going on in London. People want to know what's going on in Guadalajara. People want to know what's going on in Bogota, in Medellin. There's some cities in this world that people want to know. And people want to know what's going on in the border of Mexico. What's going on in Tijuana, bro?
Well, Tijuana right now is always dangerous city, dangerous place. Lots of good-looking. You know what?
What? Tell me. I don't know. Tell me.
There's a good-looking hoes. We got the best place in the world. Look, you know my friend. You know who I'm gonna tell. I don't want to say his name.
Let's say Billy.
Yeah, let's say Billy.
Let's say
Billy been
John,
to all the
let's say
strip
John.
clubs.
Let's say John. Nothing. Let's say
This
John.
this guy been to all the strip clubs in the world.
Okay.
Amsterdam, Thailand, China, all over the fucking place. He told me, do you know what's the best strip club in the world?
What did John Nathan tell you about what was the best strip club in the world?
Tell me, man, There's no place like
No. I want to hear the accent. I want to hear his accent. No, Orlando.
You know, man. You know, man.
Oh.
I just gotta tell you, the host CJ, they different.
The host and TJ
Different.
What
But
is
it's expensive now. The thing is,
What
it's
is it?
expensive now.
But tell me what is different when he says different. What does different mean?
Well, he gives you this look. He gives you that. Oh yeah. Oh.
Uh-huh.
I'll get to it.
He's dirty old man.
Oh yeah. Oh. You know, that's what he does. That's his thing.
He does get that crazy look on you.
Yeah.
I remember when we were in Guadalajara.
Fucks biggest bitches in the pool, bro. Everybody looking.
That's true, huh?
Just like you.
Damn,
You
Jonathan.
do the same thing.
No, I'm the whale in the pool. I'm the whale. I'm the shark. I'm the killer whale. I'm the killer whale.
Nah, but you know, Tijuana is good. You know, nice food.
Mhm.
Everything's cheap compared to here at the Bay. And so what? But yes.
What else has been going on? Like, so people are right now, people in the United States think that Mexico has immigration problems because everyone's getting kicked out. But people don't know that, yeah, sometimes they're getting kicked out. And what border towns are they getting kicked out to? Do they actually get sent to Tijuana, Nogales? Because that was the first 4 months, right, of the Trump administration. Now, I know they're going to start getting sent to Chiapas, all the way to the south side of Mexico, which that's going to be a long bear crawl all the way back up to the border, right? Because before they'd get kicked out, they'd be around the border, and they'd be like, let me get a couple of tacos to go, because I'm going right across that border again. And they'd be right back here again. So, where exactly are they getting kicked out to? What cities?
I have no fucking clue, but not TJ.
No, not TJ.
Not
That's the
TJ.
thing about TJ, because it's too easy to come back. But
Yeah,
What do you
that-
think, but what do you think they're getting kicked out? I would not even think Nogales.
No, I think the south of the country, like you're saying, Chiapas and all those states,
But
all
that's
the way down.
But that's now. What was it before? Do you know?
I have no idea.
You don't even talk about that, huh?
No, actually, in Mexico, man, I think it's more about media stuff. Because in Mexico, like, it really doesn't affect so much. I'm gonna say something. Since Trump came, he did talk with the Mexican president, and
The woman?
yes, and thing has changed a lot. Now we don't see people from Salvador. Like before, we see like 400 people
Mhm.
just walking by the whole country just to go to the States. Now we don't see that because Trump, even though, you know, at the camera and in the news, she doesn't say, "Oh yeah, I'm doing stuff with Trump." He always says, "No, we're gonna, you know, defend our country. We're doing our own stuff." But you know, when they God damn, we're doing a fucking podcast. You bring your fucking phone ass shit.
Bro, I'm gonna take this outside into my boy Alex Bañuelos. You guys want to talk to a badass realtor? My boy Alex Bañuelos, he's been in business for 40 years. And you want to be disrespectful to my boy Alex? Shh, bro.
No, I'm just saying.
Man, shout out to my boy Isaac, also another badass realtor,
We're
Isaac.
back from months. And the first thing you do is not put your phone on silent. What the fuck?
Look, you're trying to act like this is the first podcast I've done in months. Bro, I've been working without you. And I'm going to tell you the truth, the podcasts have actually been better without you. So you got a long way to go.
Yeah?
If you want to
You
get
think
better,
so?
you want to get back on the A team. Because right now, I don't know if you're B team, C team, or what. Right now, you're pretending to be A team, which I appreciate. I like it that you're here.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
But you need to step your game up right now. Because I ain't about this bullshit, okay? You know,
Okay,
fucking
okay.
bring your shit, be real, be honest, and give these guys the real talk about what's going on in Tijuana, what's going on all in California, because now you've been pimping hoes like dominoes up and down the border here in California. So you need to tell these guys what's going on. You know what? You got a few more white hair, bro. What's stressing you out? Because I got less white hair. If you look at my shit, you can say it's tranny, but it's black. You got a few more black hair. Let me tell you guys a secret. I'm going to tell you guys something very
I'm
personal right
gonna
now.
let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk.
I'm-
You continue. I'm gonna light my cigar. You can talk.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you guys something that you know, it's the inside scoop, which us as podcasters, we kind of don't let a lot of people know about the secrets. But let me tell you about what was the A side over here, which is trying to come back on into the A side. Here's set it off.
This is
So
what
my-
I'm telling you. You see, you're the A game. You bring all this calls, and you're the A game. We're fucked, bro. That's why this fucking podcast only has like 3 views per video. That's why.
Actually, 2.
That's why.
It's actually 2, and that's only me and you.
Yeah.
You're the ones that do it.
Exactly.
So the reason why Orlando sits on that side, you want to tell him why? Or should I tell him? Okay, I'll tell him since you
Yeah,
want
you
me to
tell
tell
me,
him.
tell me.
So the reason Orlando sits on that side, he says, "Oh, it's because when I sit this way, this is my good side right here. My skin is better. I feel my nose is a better angle right here. This eye glistens a little more. And then right here on this right side, I have the white side. Like, what are you talking about the white side? Oh, because he looks like a little, like, he's got like George Clooney look going on right here. So he's embarrassed, he wants to hide it. But I go, bro, just flash that George Clooney stuff. I call it the Alejandro Fernandez look because Alejandro Fernandez, he's one of the most best and most famous singers in Mexico. He's the son of Vicente Fernandez, the father of Alex Fernandez. And he's that,
nobody gives a fuck about that.
yes, they do. They care. And so he has white hair up and down since he was in his 20s. That's why I told him, don't worry about it. It's because you're destined to be a multi-millionaire and famous, right? Just like Alejandro Fernandez is. The problem is Alejandro Fernandez has so many women that he got bored of women. And then what happened?
You see, he turned out like you, gay.
He started like men. So, I hope you don't do that. I'm going to slap.
Okay. Are you done?
I'm done.
After like a fucking 20 minutes talked.
People want to know. People
You
care.
said you had less white hair. You're right. Because you had less hair now. Oh, man. That's why. That's easy. I'm not losing hair. That's why it's white. But you're losing hair.
Let me tell you guys, all of the old and new money podcast fans, okay? Especially you older guys. I know we got more older guys because like this is a good conversation. And I'm probably like older than you guys, even though you guys look way older than me, of course. But let me tell you the secret to my hair. I got this thing, okay, my hair. It's two things. I'm gonna tell you one of them today, and next time I'll give you another one. Why my hair doesn't fall out, why it gets full like this. Okay, I'm gonna tell you one secret. There's actually three, but because I just added one right now. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say two, but then three one that I'm gonna make up. I'm gonna come up with a later podcast. But there's this thing called botana, Botana, botana oil or botana cream, and you put it on your hair, and it opens up your pores, and you grow hair again. And it's legit. It legit worked. I should get a sponsor for this stuff because look at my beautiful glistening hair, right? And so this isn't normal that a half a century-year-old man has awesome black hair like this. And I credit it to a lot of stuff, right? I eat a lot of raw eggs, so that helps a lot, right? Like a rocky sound. So I eat a lot of raw eggs. I put that little oil of botana. I ate a lot of salmon. I ate lamb. But I think that what really started to spark my hair coming back, like even thicker, was botana oil. So I just put it on at night. I don't know, someone else puts it on. And so I put it on, massage it into my scalp. And then little by little, I started seeing the hair start growing back again. Like more fuller, bro. I was like, damn, I look younger than you. And so I was like, damn, this is smooth. I look sexy as hell. So that's one of the things that I use. I'm gonna find a sponsor.
I'm gonna tell you something. What you're saying is actually true.
Yeah, I know it is.
No, it's actually true. Like you grow, like if you were this for all our viewers that may be losing hair. What Abel just said is true.
It is.
If you don't want to lose your hair, you put that. It's not expensive. It's not something crazy. It's not fucking pseudoscience. It's not. It's 100% real.
But it's like muscle. You gotta be consistent with it.
Yeah, you have to be putting it on and everything.
Mhm.
But it's true. It's true. It's
That's one of
true.
them. That's one of them. So I got other things. But as long as you put on consistently, that stuff with the other stuff.
And that's a secret. Like that's
a lot of people
Hollywood actors do that, and it's true. It's 100% true.
Yeah,
I'm actually kind of surprised that you know about that shit.
Bro, I know everything. Ask me something else. Ask me who's gonna win the fight between, let's say, you know what, for all of our fight fans, let's talk about something that we like to talk about, right? Because obviously you know I'm a genius. I know all this shit. Health, wealth, growing your hair back, you know what I mean? Having a six-pack way hidden, way deep in here. I know why this angle makes me look a little bigger. You know, I thought I was losing a little bit of weight. But let's talk about this. Who, as far as fight fans, dude, I can talk about fights. Who would fight? Who would win in this fight? Who would win against this fighter? Let's talk about the heavyweight division. Heavyweight decision or light heavyweight or
let's start with heavy, like you. Let's start with heavyweight. Like
well, first of all, let me tell you something. I'm glad this boring Bilal lost his title. I'm gonna clip this up. Boring Bilal. I'm glad you lost a title. Bro, I wish me and you could fight so I can show the whole world. You can't even finish a 50-year-old man, bro. That's how boring you are. What are you gonna do? Hold my legs, snip my crotch, be a crotch snip, and put me to sleep? Dude, while you're fighting, you're gonna put me to sleep. While you're trying to beat me up, I'm gonna be like, bro, just like to fight. Oh, I'm falling asleep. Boring Bilal. I'm glad you lost your title. Even though, you know, I'm glad you were champion because that's something I never got to do. But you're still fucking boring. So here's the thing. Let's talk about the heavyweights, bro. Some fights that might not ever happen. Fights that should have happened and fights that maybe might happen.
Yeah.
Who's the top three names? Top three names that are in your mind as far as heavyweights, active or maybe kind of active or should have been active. You
John
pick two. I'll
Jones.
pick one. Okay, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else? You
Ngannou.
pick two. Why
Ngannou.
do you pick the black guys, bro? You're racist, bro. You pick Ngannou and John Jones. I'm
How
gonna pick
would
a
I
white
be
guy.
racist if I'm picking the black guys? It'll be.
You're racist against the white guys, and I like the white guys. I like my white folks more. So
You know the thing is, the white
yeah, I
guys,
said it.
they get their fucking wives get fucked
No, they don't.
And
oh
look,
my
listen,
God, you're so
listen,
racist,
listen.
bro.
by Mexicans like me, by black dudes.
Bro, I don't know what to say about
If
this.
look, if white men don't bring their shit together, they're not gonna be more whites.
The good thing is all my white friends are fucking awesome and they all got a square away. Maybe the guys you hang out with, I don't know, maybe John Nathan. Is that what his name was? John Nathan? Maybe they're
I love my guy John.
Or maybe a
You
guy
can do
named
John alone.
maybe a guy named Roberto. That's a white guy. Roberto.
Who the fuck is that
Who
guy?
the fuck is
I
that
don't know
guy?
who the fuck is that guy.
Rob?
I don't know.
You don't know Roberto?
Is your best friend?
No,
Is that your
no.
best friend? I think that's your best friend.
Okay.
Oh, anyway.
So let's get back to our point. You pick two black guys because you're racist, because you want to send them like slaves fighting or what? But what's wrong with you, man? I picked the white guy. I think the white guy's gonna smoke him. Aspinall. You pick Ngannou, John Jones, and I pick Aspinall. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I agree with top
If-
three.
okay, so let's say about the fight that was supposed to happen. Ngannou, dude, you got a bad accent. Who cares? So Ngannou and John Jones.
Mm-hmm.
When were they supposed to fight? What year was it? Do you remember?
Got my fucking food. But about like 3 years ago.
2022.
3 years ago.
Maybe 21. Maybe 4 years ago. Maybe 21. Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
They were supposed to fight.
they were supposed to fight. Ngannou and John Jones were supposed to fight. And everyone loves Ngannou until recently when he crashed into someone, right? And who knows what happened, right? We haven't know if he's found guilty or not guilty yet. But maybe the guy should pay a driver. Pay someone to drive. He's got the same problem John
Yeah.
Jones does.
Yeah.
John Jones will be crashing into pregnant chicks.
What's
And
the
then Ghana's
thing?
gonna be crashing
What's the
into
thing
girls.
with guys drinking and driving? I really don't get it, man.
Drinking,
I really don't get it. I mean, you have to be a fucking G if you want to drive drunk.
Not even, bro. You
But-
can't even drive drunk. No one
but-
in the right mind should ever drive drunk.
I agree. But if you're gonna do it like in, I don't know, Mexico or
Do it
something
like,
like that.
do it like an ever.
Do it like
Ngannou
a
crashed
TJ.
in Africa.
Do it like a TJ.
Do it like a TJ. In TJ, you would know, right? But even Ngannou, he crashed in Africa, bro.
No, never drink and drive.
Never drinking drunk.
Never drink. That's stupid. It's not like the best way to win your life, either because you die or because you kill someone. It's like extremely stupid doing that. Stay
Yeah,
home.
and
Stay
if-
home.
and if you
Call,
get- and if
call a
you-
couple bitches. Hey, what's
Or
up?
hoes.
I want to have fun.
Or horse.
Yeah, or what,
Bro,
whatever that. Just hey, want to spend some fun time at home? I got the best drinks. I got this. I got that. That's it.
Okay.
Like, why go out?
I agree, bro.
Especially if you have all that money and all that stuff. Like, why would you do something like that?
Exactly. That's the thing. I don't understand about drinking and driving. But you know what? Ngannou right now is in the thick of it. John Jones is out of all that mess. I think he's acting Christian right now for another 6
He's in
months, 7
Thailand.
months.
He's in Thailand.
He's in Thailand. No, he's messing with the trannies.
Yeah.
He's back to the trannies. John Jones. You see, John Jones was being thrown around by his Khabib's team all in the sky. And he was like, yeah, grab me. No homo, grab me. Oh, grab me. Pause. So all this funny stuff, right?
Yeah.
So going back to the fight game. Let's take up the first matchup that was supposed to happen. Ngannou versus John Jones. That fight was talked about for how many years? Year and a half? 2 years? Would have happened, could have happened, should have happened. This fight was talking about when Ngannou was still knocking the blocks right after he knocked off
John Jones wins that fight.
bro.
I want to tell you why. You want me to tell you why?
Okay, tell me, I wanna know.
Look.
Here's the thing, me and my man right here, we talk a lot about fights, and for some reason we seem to agree on almost nothing when it comes to fights. Right? I don't know why. Even though we know so much about fighting, supposedly, in our head. So, John Jones, why do you think he beats Ngannou?
Look. Stipe Miocic beat Ngannou, right? And in that fight, Ngannou.
Oh, wait.
looked,
They fought again, bro.
I know.
Okay, go ahead.
But he looked human. Ngannou doesn't have that hand speed. He doesn't have. he loads up all those punches. He loads them up. It's not like Aspinall is super fast. Aspinall can do it here like a boxer. Ngannou has to like load the punch and then he throws it. That's why he got knocked out by Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
But that's boxing, right? Retarded. Anyway,
people with pillows.
Anyway, this guy.
What, bro? They're big ass pillows. They're 16 ounces, 14 ounces, 12 ounces. Who cares? You get hit by one of those punches, you should be like, didn't hurt. Anyways, go on to the next part. So you think
He doesn't have the cardio. That's what I'm
Ngannou-
trying to say. Doesn't have the cardio. Doesn't have the footwork.
Wait,
and
hold
doesn't
up.
have
How
the
do you say
wrestling.
he doesn't have the cardio anymore?
He doesn't have the
He
cardio.
went 5 rounds with Stipe Miocic. Now, he wasn't full blast in the fight, but he got better.
No, but he doesn't have the cardio. At the pace of John Jones, with the IQ of John Jones, he can't do it. He can't do it. The only way Ngannou wins, first round knockout. This is the only way. And obviously Jones gonna know that. And he's gonna try to bring it to the ground. He's gonna try to run away.
It's not gonna. Doesn't even have to be a first round knockout. It can be a second, a third, a fourth, or a fifth.
I'm telling you, he's got gassed out. Look what happened with Deontay Joshua.
Yeah, but that was boxing.
Doesn't matter.
And that thing with Joshua at
You
30,
think his jaw's gonna
he
be
had-
the same?
yeah,
The
they
chin-
wrapped up
you
his
think
stuff.
the chin's gonna be the same from Ngannou?
they
It's not
wrapped
gonna
up
be
his
the
stuff with extra stuff, so it was like harder. Anthony Joshua
Come
cheated.
on, bro.
He cheated. They wrapped up the
Come
stuff
on,
with
he did
extra
cheat.
tape,
I
and they
was-
put on the plastic stuff. They taped it, so it felt like it was cement,
Nah.
just like they did in the old days. And they
Cement.
cheat. Yeah,
Bro, stop being ridiculous.
that's what really happened.
I saw a fight. Look, he had his hands low. He got it perfectly caught with a 1-2.
1-2.
Boxing, MMA, and boxing.
That 1-2 is nice though, huh?
Man, I'm telling you, for everybody that's a fighter who loves to fight, you can never be perfect at the 1-2. It's like the most basic combination. And it's the best combination. Everybody
Best
gets
combination.
knocked out with that.
Yeah.
Everybody gets
Everyone
knocked
gets
out.
touched with that.
It's just a simple 1-2. But if you do it right with the distance and power and speed, you can knock out anybody.
Yeah.
Even if you're losing a fight, you can knock somebody out
You can knock
with
someone
just
out.
one at 1-2.
And even you throw over and over and over again. It's gonna connect sooner or later. I hope.
If you go low, then you go up, you get in. Anyway, John Jones wins. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows.
Bro, how do you not have
Next
no
fight.
fight IQ? How do you not have no fight IQ? After all the experience that Ngannou has, okay, fighting at heavyweights. How many fights has John Jones fought at heavyweights? How many?
Okay,
Two?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm
Two,
gonna tell
just because you don't know.
I'm gonna
Two.
tell you something.
You're welcome for me educating.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Tell me.
Who has more experience fighting, John Jones or not?
Bro, you don't know how many fights Ngannou's fought in Africa. He might have been fighting in Africa too, bro.
Who knows? Who has more experience?
We
John
don't know.
Jones. John Jones.
Oh, you're talking about on books. On the books.
On the books, on what we know. John Jones. Look at the resume of John Jones. Experience, he wins. He fought better opposition, and he has fought more times.
He
for
fought
title
old
fights.
ass people.
No, he
He
didn't.
fought Daniel Cormier when he was like 40 years old. Yeah. Yeah, he fought everyone old. Look, all the old fighters. Vitor, old. Shogun, old. Forrest Griffin, old. Everyone was old.
Why nobody was beating them?
Because everyone was old.
No.
They're like my
Look,
age.
This is what I was telling you the other day too.
Okay.
Let's say John Jones is on steroids. Let's say he's on steroids.
Okay. He was on steroids.
Let's say he is.
Those Pico
Okay.
games.
Let's say he is. Let's say they were old. The fighters who were fighting, they were old. Okay, why
Okay.
is there no other John Jones? Because there's guys that's taller John Jones. There's guys that has better speed, maybe more power, same arm length, leg length.
No
Why is
one has
that?
arm length or leg length like John Jones.
There's a guy that's like 7 foot in UFC. I don't remember the name.
Strogoff or
It's a guy that is
Yeah,
like he's shit. So what I'm telling you, what I'm trying to say is,
he's
even
not
though-
shit. He was heavy. He was good.
He's shit, bro.
Oh my god.
What I'm trying to say is,
No fight IQ.
even though you might say, oh, he has a disadvantage and disadvantage. Okay,
okay.
Why is nobody? Everybody has disadvantages, the same as John Jones. He's not even a quarter as good as John Jones. Why? Tell me why.
Who said not a quarter? Who are you to measure a man's quarter of a fighter, bro?
Everybody knows
Who are you?
it.
A
Ask
quarter
Dana
of John
White.
Jones?
Ask Dana White.
No, you know what what Dana White was saying that? 'Cause he was trying to hype him up to come back to fight. All Dana White was doing was trying to hype up a man to have him come back to fight.
He says
Look.
he's the best ever.
Why? Because he wants him to come back to
No,
fight. That's
no,
why.
no, no.
He's trying to, because he knows he's scared of Tom Aspinall. He's scared of Tom Aspinall.
Okay.
John Jones.
So
versus,
you admit, Ngannou gets beat. That's
No.
what I'm trying to say because you're not saying Aspinall. So
No,
that,
no,
that
no,
means you're
well-
already Ngannou doesn't matter.
No,
That's
let's
what I'm
no. Okay, I'm saying
We're talking about Ngannou.
Ngannou,
Yeah.
but I can't change the subject in the middle of the
No,
conversation.
no, you can't.
Okay, cool. Ngannou, all the experience he has now, okay, especially training for a 12-round boxing match. He's got conditioning now. Now he's patient, okay? Okay, so that guy Joshua got lucky. Lucky with the 1-2. Absolutely lucky. He got lucky 2 times because he dropped him twice with that. Nasty. Despicable.
Dropped
Unconscious.
him 2 times.
He didn't know where
That's
Ngannou
not
didn't know
luck.
where he was at.
That's not right.
Ngannou thought he was like in Jupiter. And I believe it was all luck.
All right.
That's why I think John Jones, he gets touched up by Ngannou because now John Jones knows he's got to wrestle him. Okay? And Ngannou knows I got my protective defense on for the takedown, and I just need one fucking
Ngannou
rocket.
doesn't know how to wrestle.
Oh, he's got his, he
you,
can
you
defend.
see what Stephen Music did to him?
The
Fuck him
first
up.
fight only? Oh,
Fuck
so he
him
can't
up.
get no better?
Fuck, nah, he
He can't get no better.
He's older.
He
but
can't get no better.
He's like you.
Bro.
He's old.
And I'm getting better too.
No, you ain't get better.
Bro, I'm collecting. Are you collecting medals right now? No, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking shit about my skills, bro. I'm an athlete. I'm a divine creature when it comes to
That's not
athleticism
what the
and combat.
striking coach told me, man. Striking.
What is-
I'll tell you something, dude.
Okay.
Striking coach
Let's
says
see. Let's hear it.
Abel only picks up fights with small guys. This guy's weighed like 500 pounds. He only picks a fight with 100 pounds. So that's what the striking coach told me. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I pick a fight with people that have fast hands, like Fast Hands Eddie. That's what I pick fights with. So what? They're smaller than me. Who cares? But they're fast. So it's pretty even, right? Okay, let's get back to Ngannou and John Jones. Here's the thing. When Ngannou gets prepared for a fight, like he got prepared to fight Stipe Miocic, a wrestler, which he knew he got dominated for 5 rounds. Remember the way that Ngannou was getting up after each round? And he said, yeah, Ngannou, after the Miocic fight, he's gonna wrestle and beat down.
I told you he has no cardio.
No, that was the first fight, bro. And then he came back in the second fight and he was ready to go. And he knocked out Stipe Miocic,
What do you got to say
the
about
greatest
the Cyril
heavyweight of
Gane
all
fight?
time.
What do you got to say about the Cyril Gane fight? He lost that shit too.
Sergano versus Ngannou or Sergano versus John Jones?
Gane.
Ngannou. Okay.
What you got to
So-
say about that?
So at that fight, I'm going to say Ngannou was playing with Sergano. He's just practicing. He thought this is a wrestling match. It's for fun. I said, I'm going to appoint him. I'm going to do whatever I want with him. I'm going to pretend this guy's John Jones, and I'm going to wrestle him. I'm going to hump him to death.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't know how to wrestle.
And so he wrestled Ngannou.
And
He
he
wrestled
got fucked.
No, he beat Sergano. In wrestling, he wrestled him for fun, and then he beat him. Yes, he did.
Cyril Gane beat
Ngannou? No.
Yeah, let me check.
Bro,
Let me check.
bet me $1 that you're wrong. Bet me $1 while I look it up, and I'll keep telling people about the fight game, because obviously you don't. Bet me $1, but don't be scared. Gentlemen's bet. Okay. So what happened was, I believe a fighter can get better as time goes on, especially after a loss, right? No one wants to lose, but we all gotta admit, we all lose, right? We lose in the gym, we lose in front of our crowds, we lose when we get paid. When, you know, all right, sometimes our records take a little, someone's O's got to go, right? And so Ngannou's O was gone, but when he fought Sergano, he wrestled him. And that was a thing on him. Everyone was saying, "Oh no, Sergano, you know, it wasn't even a good wrestler. It took
You're
forever
right.
for him to wrestle."
Ngannou won.
I know, Mike. So you owe me $1.
Decision. Yeah.
You owe me $1. And so he wrestled him because he wanted to practice. And so with that, that's why I know that Ngannou would smoke John Jones because he's trained. Now, when it comes to Aspinall,
Okay, let's agree that we disagree. So let's go to Aspinall.
okay, Aspinall.
What happens? with
Aspinall versus who?
John Jones.
Okay, John Jones. Aspinall's too thick, too strong, too fast, too cunning. He's got a chin.
He's not thick. For a heavyweight, he's not thick.
What are you talking about?
He's
He's
lean.
not
He's
thick.
a lean heavyweight.
But he's thick. He's
not
at
big.
265.
But he's not
He
thick.
walks around at 265. Doesn't even have to cut weight like all these other cheaters. So Aspinall is too quick, too much, too quick to me. Everything. It's just everything is too much. The only thing John Jones got is some experience and his reputation. Why do you think John Jones did not want to take that fight? He got offered $30 million, right? $30 million. That's like $1 million at one point. $1 million a minute for a
Okay.
25-minute fight.
Mhm.
$1 million a minute is what he's gonna get paid. And he said, no, so I'm gonna get beat up and I'm gonna lose my perfect record. And I understand it. He's scared.
Look.
John Jones is scared.
No. Look. Aspinall and John Jones' power, they're the same.
Oh, bro.
They're the same.
Stop it.
They're the
Stop
same.
it.
Speed, Aspinall has the speed over Johns. I agree with that.
And power.
Experience, John Jones.
Barely. Like her.
No. What? look.
Okay.
Aspinall hasn't even. We don't know how he's gonna fight after the third round. He's never been to a 5-round fight. All his fights have been done in the first round, and one of them was in the second round.
He trains for 5 rounds, bro.
We
His
don't
daddy's
know about
watching
that.
it.
Well,
His
look,
dad-
I'm telling you, the
what do you-
experience, the IQ, the cardio. We don't know how he's gonna
I know.
react to that.
I know. 'Cause he
We already
texted-
talking about the Ngannou fight. How he reacted when he went to long distance. He got fucked up. He was tired. He was. You said it. You
Ngannou,
said
but
it.
not Aspinall.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is that experience is.
So we agree.
the
Aspinall
victor.
beats John Jones. How about Ngannou versus Aspinall? Who wins?
No, John Jones wins against Aspinall. The reason I'm gonna tell you why John Jones is not gonna fight Aspinall because I talked to him last night.
Okay, what did he say? Did he text you or were you on
No, call.
WhatsApp?
No, call.
Oh, you on
FaceTime.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Because
so-
John went Thailand.
You spoke to
was,
Johnny
"Hey, I'm here
Bones
with your
Jones."
friend John Jones.
Yeah.
Wants to talk. So yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, he's already the GOAT.
Okay.
At least for some people. Top 3, easy. History. Like, would I destroy my record against a young fella that is hungry, that he has a big chance of beating? I'm not getting paid what I want. And he's being disrespectful to me. Even though I'm going to give him his best paycheck.
You're worried
in
about
his
being
life.
disrespectful.
Look,
You're
look.
going in the ring of getting in your underwear and fighting a man. And you're worried about disrespectful? You think
Look.
John Jones is worried about that?
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
god.
going to tell you. And I'm going to tell you.
What did he tell
more.
you?
I'm going to tell you more.
What else did he tell you?
Plus, he's like, look, I'm going to give him I'm going to put him in the spotlight.
Did he tell you?
The only reason why we talk about Aspinall is because we talk about John Jones. It's the only fucking reason we
my
know about
God.
that guy. Nobody knew about him.
Dude, just because you're friends with the boy
We-
doesn't mean you have
we-
to hang off his crotch.
You know why we
bro.
know Aspinall? Because he was on the undercard of Pereira. That's the only fucking reason we know about
Oh, that's the only
Aspinall.
reason. It's not because he's knocking everyone out?
No, he's not knocking nobody out.
Okay. So the reason why Aspinall is going to beat John Jones, it's actually probably never going to happen. You see John Jones right now is in Singapore, is out of shape. He looks like me right now. He's hell out of shape.
So you're,
Hell out of
you're
shit.
saying you're saying you're out of shape.
I'm not in UFC condition
So
fight.
you're saying you're out of shape.
I'm not saying I'm not in UFC condition shape.
So you're saying
Maybe-
you're not in shape.
Maybe give me 3 weeks.
So
and
you're
I'll
saying
be
that
in
you're
I'll-
not in shape.
Maybe give me 3 weeks and I'll be in UFC condition shape.
So you admit you're not in shape.
I'm just saying, I will be in 3 weeks.
So you admit.
I'm just saying, I'll be ready to go in 3 weeks, Dana. Send me time and location.
Right.
Just send me time and location.
Right.
And,
What
s-
else?
and so what about
So, John
Ngannou
Jones.
and Aspinall? Ngannou and Aspinall, bro. Think about that, because I know you're gonna be so headed with that.
Aspinall.
Bro, what's wrong with you? How come you never agree with anything that's like logical?
You
Flight
think
sense?
you think Ngannou beats Aspinall?
Yeah.
What the hell no?
Yes. Yes, he does.
So for you, the best heavyweight right now is Francis Ngannou.
Okay, let me take it back.
Ah,
Let me walk it back.
Okay.
So I think, let me change this. So I think, okay, let's go with John Jones barely beats Ngannou on a decision
Okay.
because of wrestling.
I agree with that.
But he doesn't knock him out.
No, he doesn't. Like him.
And he beats him on points only.
Yes. And ground control and all that shit.
If I was to bet.
That I don't like.
Okay. So the circle is John Jones barely beats Ngannou. Ngannou beats the shit out of Aspinall.
What?
And Aspinall smokes John Jones.
100% bullshit, my
And
friend.
what's the circle then? What's the circle like?
Nah. Come on, bro.
That's real. Think about it. Even though you might say, oh, that's not MMA math. Well, MMA math doesn't matter because what we're doing is styles make fights. Everyone knows styles make fights. What's the power of Ngannou? Big bombs. And we've already seen Aspinall gets touched. The Russian Povich or whatever, He cracked him 2 or 3 times in the opening round. But he's got a chin. But Popovich or whatever that Russian dude's name, Popovich,
Yeah,
whatever, he tagged him, okay, and he shook him. But he doesn't have the power of Ngannou. Ngannou connects with his power, the motherfucker's dead.
So who's the best heavyweight then? Because you said a circle, so that leaves it at the same place.
Well, right now the best heavyweight fighter we all know is Aspinall. You're gonna put him in 3rd place. I know you. This is the bullshit I'm talking about. That's why you picked John Jones and Ngannou. 2 black guys. You just don't like white people, bro. You're in the USA. Why?
I'm American, motherfucker.
Okay,
That's
I know.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, whatever. You got your crooked ass paper from Stony King right there on the Tropicana. You got a fake Social Security number. But let's go back to Aspinall's number 1 heavyweight. Who's number 1 heavyweight in you? Who's 1st, 2nd, and 3rd?
John Jones and Ngannou, Aspinall.
Bro.
Let's say John Jones, Aspinall, because Ngannou's no longer in the UFC.
Okay, well, we're talking about heavyweights, just heavyweights in general.
Yeah, I know.
Which 4
but
fights?
That's one too. Those 3.
John Jones, Ngannou, and you got 3rd place Aspinall.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't need to end this fucking chapter right now, this episode, because we're about to fight.
Okay,
off camera.
I know how I'm gonna make you
Tell me.
agree with this.
Never. Aspinall number 1.
What we said, if an elite striker goes to fight an elite grappler, who wins?
Depending on styles and depending
No,
on
no, no.
how elite.
Who wins? Normally, who wins?
Okay, hold up.
I'm talking about elite.
I know.
Elite striker.
But I'm gonna say something before that. It depends how elite, and depends what type of
The
striker.
best of the best.
It depends if it's
the
a
best of
kicker
the best.
or an uppercutter or a 1-2.
No, the best of the best.
Best of the best. It depends on the night. It depends on the style.
The guy that you think is the best striker, that guy.
Against a grappler.
Against the best you can think, grappler. Who wins?
But striker has caught the grappler. The striker has caught the grappler also.
Who wins?
Bro, why you get in front of all my fans? You're gonna peer pressure me like this? I'm gonna say, because I am a grappler, I'm gonna say a grappler.
Exactly.
But John Jones is not the best of the best. He gets hit.
Oh.
Ngannou touches him. Aspinall smokes him. He's too fast.
Exactly. He's a striker.
And a wrestler.
No.
And a jiu-jitsu
He's
black
not
belt.
better. He's
He's
not
a
better.
jiu-jitsu black belt.
He's not better at John Jones.
He would do a flying armbar on John Jones. Just like my friend Marcos. Remember that flying armbar that Marco did on me? Okay, he caught me. He didn't catch me. But he tried to do a flying armbar on me. That's the same thing that Aspinall will do, but Aspinall will connect it. Boom, in the air.
No.
Valió
No,
verga.
no way.
Oh, bro.
No way.
Bro.
Well, the point is,
Okay.
an elite grappler beats an elite striker. So,
Most of the time.
yes, most of the time. We see it,
But not
Khabib
Aspinall.
McGregor. We see Khabib McGregor. We see Pereira and Kalaev. And there are so many other, Bas Rutten, Kem Shamrock. With all the best fighters, best strikers, when they
You went back
face
deep
an
with that.
elite,
You went back with that
I
Ken
know,
Shamrock.
I know. When they face an elite grappler, the grappler most likely will win that fight. Obviously, it's a hybrid because the striker knows a little bit of, like you're saying, a little bit of grappling. The grappler knows a little bit of striking. But at the end of the day, they're going to stick to the guns. So what I'm trying to say is, okay, let's say Aspinall has the hand speed. He's going to try to wrestle him. He's not going to go toe-to-toe. We already saw what can happen with that. Gustafsson was one guy that had great hand speed. He almost beat John Jones.
I think he beat him that first fight.
Dominic Reyes, a guy that he had fast hand speed. What happened to John Jones? He's not comfortable with those type of guys. But he's going to go to the ground, or he's
Okay,
going to start
perfect.
using his legs.
Aspinall style's big ass is very similar as far as hands with Reyes, Dominic Reyes.
In a way, yeah. And
Very
Gustafsson,
similar. Now, if you
yeah.
think about it, it's very similar. So, if Dominic Reyes beat the heaven out of John Jones,
He didn't beat John Jones.
Oh God,
He
bro.
outstruck him. Who won? And if you see the records, who won?
That was great.
Look, that
Lucy
fight
was great.
against Reyes, he won the first three rounds. I agree with that. On striking.
First 3 rounds.
First 3 rounds. It's a 5 round. So in a way, you already won the fight, right?
Correct.
But the thing is, when you're a champion, this is like an unwritten rule in boxing and MMA.
Okay.
If you're facing a champion, you don't go there to survive. You go there to beat the champion.
Okay.
So you cannot just fight 3 rounds and raise your hands and I want to fight, I want to fight. No, you have to fight. And John Jones looked way better than Reyes in those 3 rounds, and he was already a champion.
You
Plus,
just
he has
said
the better marketing. He has better marketing. He has the best everything. So, but if that fight, let's say it's 6 rounds, John Jones knocking him out.
No, you know why?
Why?
Because Super Ray is fucked up. He started acting like a little bitch. Started running around, right?
That's what I'm saying.
I know, I'm with you.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
what we're saying is we're comparing styles. Aspinall's style is like Reyes. Yes or no? And Aspinall has already learned.
Yes.
I'm not going to lay off of this guy.
Yes, but
Because he's going to have more conditioning,
Yes.
more energy. He's younger, stronger, faster, quicker.
I'm
John
gonna-
Jones, they
I'm
both
gonna
have a
ask
jaw,
you-
right? They
I'm
both
gonna
have a
ask
shape.
you 2 questions.
Just ask one at a time, bro.
First one.
Don't get yourself off.
Do you think John Jones didn't learn from those mistakes? That's why I'm telling you, experience is a big thing. You only learn from those mistakes. Aspinall has never fought a guy like Jones.
Jones never
He's
fought a guy
never-
like Aspinall.
He fought Reyes, he fought Gustafsson. That's what I'm telling you.
But not that way. They're different, bro.
Oh, it's just-
Bro, how can you tell me it's the same shit, bro?
was that's one. And second one, we haven't seen Aspinall go a 5-rounder against a guy like John Jones, and there's nobody that has that unorthodox stance and way of fighting, that fucking ring IQ. There's nobody like that.
You're right. But there's no one like Aspinall either.
No.
Look, John Jones can bring in all those big old heavyweights that he always has, which I really enjoy watching his camp. But there's no one like Aspinall. And Aspinall's got a chip on his shoulder, big time. Like he wants to smoke this one.
I think that's another mistake from Aspinall. I think he's getting too emotional. I think that's what John Jones wants.
Yeah, he's doing it to him.
He wants it. He wants that emotion. He's not gonna think. He's like, I'm gonna go there and knock him out. It's gonna be fast. It's gonna be ugly. Blah blah. That's what John Jones wants.
That's what John Jones does want.
Well, that's what happened with Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor. Nate Diaz got into his skin. That's what happened when McGregor fought Aldo.
Uh-huh.
And McGregor said this when we were in the face-off.
Uh-huh.
He was making pissed off. He was talking all that mad shit. If this was the I don't know what century, I'd come with horses and kill all.
No, that was Aldo.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Diaz.
No,
You're
McGregor
talking
and Aldo.
Okay.
And that was all the things that McGregor was saying. And Aldo got super pissed off.
Yeah.
And he said in the face-off, he saw that Aldo's hand, his right hand,
Mm-hmm.
was he was like his fist was how do you say it?
Clinched up.
Yeah, clenched up. He was like, something told me he's gonna try to knock me out with that punch. What happened? He countered that punch. Talking about 15 seconds.
Right away.
So I think that's what John Jones is doing to Aspinall. He even changed his profile picture next to a duck with a belt. Like he's mocking him. He's making fun of Aspinall. He's like, who gives a fuck about you? He's getting under your skin, and this is very dangerous in the fighting game.
He's trolling him like crazy.
Yeah.
And you know what? John Jones was never a good troller. The only time he is a little bit of trolling came out was against
Cormier.
Cormier. That was it.
Yeah.
Apart from that, like he was a good fighter, but the only thing we saw outside of him that was funny or entertaining or comical was when he was running into pregnant bitches. Apart from that, John Jones was not entertaining outside the ring. Yes or no? Why are you laughing? It's true.
Yeah, it's true. That's why I laughed.
That's a cute shirt too. So here, when we come back to me, Aspinall number 1. It's a toss-up, but I'm gonna say between Ngannou and John Jones, I'm gonna say,
Come on. Say it.
I don't want to say it, but it's gonna
Say
be
it.
John Jones number
Yeah.
2, and then Ngannou on a bad night 3.
Look, if you say Aspinall, I understand what you're saying. Because you don't know about fighting.
Okay, you go.
But I can agree with that. If somebody tells me Aspinall will beat John Jones, I say okay.
I agree.
It's not a 50-50 fight.
You're welcome.
Like for real.
How is it a 50-50 fight,
Oh,
bro?
bro, we were gonna end the show right now. So
No, but now you're
we're gonna
saying-
go. Keep going, guys. Keep going.
Okay,
It's
because
not a 50-50 fight.
it's not a 50-50 fight.
It's not.
No, okay. Percentage-wise.
Yeah,
let's go
percentage-wise.
to power punches. Who's got it?
They're the same for me.
Aspinall. Oh, come on,
They're
bro.
the same for me.
Okay, for you, but not for knockouts. Who's got more knockouts with punches?
Probably John Jones.
No, he's got more knockouts with elbows.
It's the same
Kicks.
shit. It's striking.
No, it's not. It's punches.
striking.
You're talking
Oh,
about
so
punches.
he's not gonna fucking elbow the fuck out of Aspinall.
No, he's not gonna get close to that. He's
Bro,
about
please.
the 1-2. What we talk about? The 1-2. Crisp.
He's gonna
That's
throw
what he
that
knocked out
spinning
Popovich.
elbow. He's gonna throw that spinning back
Spinning.
kick.
That's spinning
He's gonna-
shit.
Spinning heel
He's
kick.
gonna do no
He's gonna
spinning
fuck
shit,
him
no
up.
spinning
You see
heel.
that? right here with Super
Yeah.
Message. You were
Steve
crying in
Miocic.
that fight.
I
I
was.
remember you were like, "Oh my God, John Jones did a spinning kick. I don't know how the fuck that kick is.
Why you bringing up old
Fuck it.
shit, bro?
Fuck it. I don't like John Jones." I was like, "Bro, I told you John was gonna fucked up Miocic," and you were like, "No, his wrestling's too good." You were talking the same mad shit right now. "Oh, Stipe Miocic is the best heavyweight. You know, if you go to wrestling, he's the best. He's a wrestler like me. He's a grappler. John Jones can't do shit." He got fucked up.
Okay, you're correct. But that was a long time ago, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That was just, you got lucky on that one pick. The kicks. Who has better kicks? John Jones?
John Jones.
Okay. You think he's going to kick Aspinall?
No,
Knowing
fuck
that
out.
Bro, I don't even want to look in your direction right now, bro. I'm just talking like this right now. You actually think John Jones is going to try to kick Aspinall?
Yes.
Maybe from a distance,
Yes.
as a safe kick.
Oblique kick. That's his best kick.
He's going to do that only to try to stay away from Aspinall.
Yes.
Aspinall's not
That's the
going
whole
to give.
point.
Aspinall's going to stay
What's longer?
inside of those
arms or legs? What's longer?
kicks. Legs.
Of course, it's the
But
only thing he's gonna
John
do.
Jones knows Aspinall's too quick. He's gonna grab that fucking leg, flick it in the air, drop him. He's gonna get the seatbelt on him, whack, and then he's in trouble. He's not even gonna get the hooks. Aspinall's not even gonna get. He's gonna get the seatbelt, and from there he's gonna try to choke him. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna twist his leg this way, so we cross this way, and then next gonna go that way. And John Jones is gonna do what a Conor McGregor did.
All right. What else?
And then
Wrestling. Who's a better wrestler?
John Jones not gonna want to wrestle. You know why? I wouldn't want to wrestle because he pulled his chest muscle and it ended the platform. So you're not gonna want to wrestle. I think he's not gonna want to wrestle.
That was
Jiu-jitsu.
not the question.
Okay.
Who's a better wrestler? Who's a better grappler?
If we just go off, okay, I'm gonna just make it easy. If we go off the experience because he's a wrestler, right? In college, I'm gonna say John Jones.
Who has more experience?
In the heavyweight division, I'm gonna
Who
go
has
with-
more experience fighting?
Wait up, well, we're talking about the heavyweight division.
Fighting.
Okay, fighting is different from the heavyweight division. If I fight light heavyweight and I fight the heavyweights, it's a whole different ball game. It's different. John Jones has 2 fights. Aspinall his whole career, since he was an 18-year-old kid, he was looking like me, just a monster. He's a beautiful beast. So, experience in the heavyweights, I'm gonna go Aspinall. What? My
Come
opinion.
on, man. Look. You beat the Ultimate Cheetah. You beat Shogun Rua.
The other Machida, hold up. Can I stop? Stop. Let's go on my break.
Reyes.
The other
He beat
Machida.
Shogun. He beat Stipe Miocic, who you were saying is the best heavyweight. How do you tell me he beat the best heavyweight in his second fight?
In his time. He was already old. He's almost like 40. He was like, DC, of course DC lost. Of course the Miocic lost. They were like 40 years old.
You
They're
beat
like, nice.
DC twice or 3 times. I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
So
And DC
how
was
you-
already
how
old.
You, how you gonna say he's not experienced? You know what? I know what's going
does
on.
got the
No,
experience.
I know what's going on around here. I know what's going on. You're still fucking sore from your butthole because John Jones beat Cormier. That's what's going on around here. You're like, oh, Cormier was my dude. He beat the fuck out of him.
I got pictures with DC.
I know.
I got pictures with all.
That's it ran over so like bling.
Like every time I'm at the airport, flying somewhere, I find DC. And DC's always eating a hamburger. Always, bro. He's always eating a hamburger. That motherfucker's always got a hamburger, some fries. He's like this hunched over his food, like someone's gonna steal his food from prison.
But I'm gonna say
Bald
something
head.
from Cormier, bro. Even though he's small, he fought the.
He's not small. He's not as tall.
No, he's 5'11".
Dude. Yeah, but that's not small. That's not small. And that thick, bro. When you see
No,
him,
no.
he's like
I'm not saying
Like
I
a
said-
bear.
Okay, what I'm trying to say.
when I
maybe-
grabbed him and I picked him up, I was like, bro, you're heavy, but
I'm not saying as in a disrespectful way. I'm saying like Mike Tyson type of weight. Mike Tyson was small, but he beat everybody. Cormier was the same.
True.
He was like 5'11", but anybody you put in front of him, he beat him.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Okay. So, John Jones got lucky twice with DC because he was on steroids.
So anyway, so the 5 metrics we said, you agree John Jones is better than Aspinall and all those. So how you say the outcome?
When did I say it? He was better than any of those.
I asked you. Power, you said yeah. John Jones.
No, I did not.
Speed, you said John Jones.
You're tripping.
Grappling, you said yeah.
You're
If we go to
tripping
this
again.
and this, yeah, John Jones.
Where you come up with this?
Fighting IQ, you said John Jones.
Mm.
So we say all this. So what's the result?
Aspinall in the second round.
Okay, let's
You
say,
know, I'm gonna make it entertaining for you. I'm gonna say Aspinall in the 4th round.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more thing.
Okay. Better be a good question, bro, because now you're
What's the
getting paid
percentage?
overtime.
What's the percentage of a fight
Oh,
against John
okay.
Jones?
Okay.
Aspinall?
Okay.
I say it's a 50-50 fight. Maybe 55 to John Jones, 45 to Aspinall.
I say the first round, first 2 rounds, if John Jones is able to land a head kick, Aspinall. Or that spinning shit kick that he caught
Minchie.
round 3, 4, and 5, I'll Aspinall. Even round 1 and 2.
Even though he's never been in those type of rounds in his life.
Round 1 and 2, yeah, it don't matter. Fight's a fight. Round 1 and 2, 50-50. Look at me that.
No, the fight, the outcome of the fight. What's the percentage for you?
70% Aspinall. 70. Yeah. Don't look at me like that either. Don't roll your eyes at me.
All right, so the best fighter right now for you, heavyweight, Aspinall, by far. That's what you're saying.
Not by far. I'm just saying.
70% is by far.
But against John Jones, what about Ngannou? Ngannou's got a big chance. But against John Jones and Aspinall, we're 70%. But I say Ngannou
Look,
beats Aspinall.
beautiful people that are watching us.
But that's the
listen
fight.
to this podcast, maybe just for me and Abel. Just put a comment you think he wins and why. Don't just put just a name.
And here's another thing. I want to know exactly who do you think makes more sense as
What's
far as
your dog,
logical.
bro? First and foremost, what's not your dog, bro?
I got a big old pit bull with the body of a pug.
Viewers gonna hate us.
Here's the thing. Everyone knows me. So here's the thing. Who made more logical sense when it comes to the fight IQ? Me or the rooster, the cock of Tijuana? This is Old and New Money Podcast. We out. Let me call Alex back real quick. Ya que habló como 4 veces.
Este pechuga, güey. Aquí. Ya está. ¿Y estos cómo los acabamos, güey?